Alright, we're back with more Ico. This is going to be the last video for this game. Whoops. I keep forgetting. You can't just hold on onto her hand. You can actually change that in the options screen, but I think I'm going to keep this hold option just for the sake of it. But I'm trying to think of the extra features of this game, the PAL region version of the game. I think one of them is actually you get a lightsaber as a secret weapon. I think that might be on your New Game Plus playthrough of the game. Because I'm pretty sure your first time you get a mace, but the second time you might get, like, you might get a lightsaber, something like that. Which is really cool. What? She never normally said things. It was kind of strange. Yeah, I don't remember her, like, actually having voice clips or anything like that. It's kind of cool if she does. She, like, responds to you and stuff. I don't know. It's the little things that just make me excited about having these games. And this fancier collection of stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to think of the differences. So, subtitles translated on the second playthrough, the lightsaber on the second playthrough, and I think on the second playthrough, this is all like once you beat the game once you unlock so-and-so. But I think from the options menu, you can actually set Yorda to be controlled by the second controller. So if you have a friend, even though Yorda can't really do a lot, you know, she can't fight, nothing like that, it's still kind of a cool thing, and at least if you want to have a friend play and they just want to watch, it kind of gives them a way to play without actually really, you know, having to put an excessive amount of effort into it. Which is kind of perfect for me and Allie, because she isn't a huge fan of, like, playing these kinds of games, but I think it'd probably be fun just to kind of have us play the game together and just... I don't know. I'm doing a bad job explaining it, but I hope you get the idea of what I'm saying. No, you don't. Ah! There we go. See, we managed to get her out, luckily. Don't tell me you're going all the way over there. Yeah, he's going all the way over there. Oh, that's a pain in the butt. I hope she doesn't get captured. Yeah, it's actually a pretty distinct possibility of her getting captured. If you screw up at this part. This is one of the riskier parts, if you let these guys catch her. Especially if one of them beats you up as well, because I think that they can actually, they can knock you off the cliff here too, so... I don't know, I've been in bad situations in this area. Oh, here comes another one. Get away from my lady. No, you don't. There we go. I was having trouble hitting him. It's a bit of a problem there. See, I always loved that these big muscular shadow guys, like, they were backing up from you in fright. The boy who has a stick. But they're just, like, so bulky, and they do hit hard, don't get me wrong, but they seem kind of cowardly. Maybe it's just kind of the way that they are, being smoke men made out of smoke. It's kind of hard to fight a kid when you're made out of smoke. So yeah. Here you can kind of see, oh, you, what do you want? Ah, here he comes, up this way. Nope, nope, get out of here. If he comes up here, then I'll just smack him. But yeah, these are some of the coolest parts of the game, are when you come up to these large tower areas, and then you kind of look down and you can see huge portions of the castle at once. Because at some point in the game, you will get to explore, you know, every single area here. Like, you can see back here, this is the prison where we were being kept, and also where Yorda was being kept. See how that bridge breaks. Then we cross over here, and we went through this building, and now we're here. Gonna go down that trolley. I'm just kind of thinking to myself, you know, the way we're going to be going. We go all the way around this way, head in there, This is sort of like the frontward part of the castle. You have to go through this whole area. And then on each side are these two arenas. That one over there, and then that one over there. And they both play a big role in your escape, so... Yeah, it's just so cool being able to look and see all these different things that you'll eventually be able to explore. Like that crane over there, we'll be using that to progress through the castle, you know, pretty soon. So, I don't know. It's just something about this game just makes me absolutely love it. And it's not for everybody, I don't think. It takes some patience, and it just kind of takes, you know, the ability to soak in your environment and kind of appreciate it. It's not high-octane action like Vanquish, but it's still an amazing game in its own right. So anyways, let's go on ahead and get that trolley that they were talking about in the save screen. Here it is. This is always kind of a cool device right here. You just push it forward and you go. And yours is probably going to be running out on the track. Or maybe not. Maybe she's just taking a break. Come on down. Woohoo! So you can pretty much zoom in and move the camera at any time. It's more or less what they used for Shadow of the Colossus with the cutscenes. I don't know if you could still do this stuff in Shadow of the Colossus, though. I'm not sure. Oh, I should move the trolley back a little bit so she can get on. There you go. Now try to get on. It's kind of interesting that she talks. She didn't do that in the other game. I don't know, maybe that's a PAL-specific thing? I can't tell. Come on. This is silly. There we go. But yeah, I do like that. That's a cool little extra touch that they gave. That she has kind of an in-game voice outside of the cutscenes, where she doesn't really even talk that often in the cutscenes themselves. So that's kind of cool. Oh, the windmill down there. One of the coolest parts of the game down there is when you get to the windmill. Oh, cool stuff. Oh yes. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually going to change the hold type to B. I'm going to see if maybe that helps Yorda to... Yeah. I think that makes it a little bit easier for her to follow you all the way until she reaches you. Because I think with hold type A, you have to hold down the button to hold her hand, and you also have to hold it down for her to follow you. And if it were just for holding her hand, you had to hold it down, I wouldn't mind so much, but I do like only having to press it once so I don't have to go oppa, oppa, oppa over and over again. Because Ico actually repeats the line if you hold it, or if you hold it down, so I'd prefer to just tap it and then have her follow me. It's like, tap it like this, and then she's already coming, because I tapped it before. So that's a little bit nicer, I think. Okay, so we can drop down here. Go on ahead and activate this switch. Cool. Okay. So you have to be a little bit careful with this part. Slide down. Alright, And now we just hold out our hand, and hopefully Yorda doesn't fly off the edge. There she goes. She's got it all right. So you just leave her there for the moment, and gotta go use that switch again. Yeah, I don't know. The puzzles of this game, they're you know, just kind of plain logic puzzles. They're never really completely mind-boggling. Sometimes I got stuck on my first playthrough, but I don't know. Really, it's not a huge problem to get all this stuff figured out. Alright. So we just gotta climb up again. The other thing is that, there is some small amount of tedium in this game from time to time, but this is one of the very few occasions where it's, you know, just repeating the same thing, backtracking, then going back up one area. There is a fair amount of backtracking in this game, you know, just to make sure that Yorda can get across too, but it's often done in ways where you explore new areas of each stage as you're just kind of going through the process of getting all this stuff to work. Maybe she says that when she can't reach us. I don't know. Yeah, that's why I was too far away from her and she wasn't gonna be able to grab onto my hand. So I just had to find the right position there. There you go. So we can go in this way. Or actually, no, we have to go in this way. Never mind, can go in, we have to. I was getting ahead of myself. I was thinking to a later part in this puzzle. This next puzzle we've got here. But yeah, we have this nice, big, lovely foyer type room. And there are a few things here that are actually unnecessary. You don't really need to use them, like that rope or that chain I never really had to use. It's just kind of if you want to explore the area below before you you make it accessible to both Yorda and yourself. So I don't know, I'm just kind of doing the bare minimum, you know, bare bones, just getting the puzzles done, doing things as quickly as I can, because I want to get, you know, enough content in these videos and all that. That's strange. Do I have to smack something? There we go. Yeah, I thought you could just jump on it and that would fix it, but apparently not. There we go. But yeah, I mean, dealing with Yorda's AI, sometimes it goofs up a little bit, but most of the time it's as good as you work with it, you know? And usually for me, I've never had a huge problem where I've gotten frustrated at Yorda or stopped having fun with the game. I've played through this game a good 4 or so times. This is probably like my 4th or 5th time playing through this game. And even though it's a puzzle game, so the element of surprise and kind of, you know, feeling good about solving the puzzles is gone, I still love this game just for the great atmosphere and just for the experience. It's something that I honestly do feel like it's worth, you know, going through twice, or 3 times, or 4 times, or 5 times, you know? It's one of those kinds of games. I mean, you gotta love that. You gotta respect that about it. It's good stuff. Okay. So let me just go ahead and drop this bomb right here. Those are actually bombs, they're like the cartoony cherry bomb type design. So just gotta light the fuse like that and run. Awesome. Alright, so that solves that. And now we can get down and out into the main courtyard of the castle. So yeah, we're already in the main courtyard. Really, Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, they aren't long games, but for the experience they give you, they're very, very fruitful games as far as the experience of playing them goes. Anyways, trick here, if you don't want to have to deal with all of the smokemen that come at you here, you can completely ignore them, because there are quite a few of them here, as you can see. Make sure that Yorda comes with you, though, because this is kind of vital that she comes along. But anyways, just gotta climb down here, run up the stairway, and as these guys follow you, they get zapped and killed by the magic power of these big idols here. So yeah, just if you don't want to deal with combating them, just do that. Because the stick isn't great. It works, but you know, until you get the sword, something like that, you usually want to be pretty on the down low as far as combat goes. You know, you just primary objective. Protect Yorda against anything that comes at you. Try and kill it as quickly as possible, and you know, in the least painful way possible. Because if you get knocked over, there's a good chance they'll capture Yorda. Then you'll have to, you know, run over to one of the shadow pools so she doesn't get pulled in. It's easier if you just make sure that they don't come near her. It's easier if you just make sure you take them out and don't have that happen. Especially don't have that happen. That kind of sucked. Yeah. If you're in a different room and they get her, then the game still warns you, which is nice. It's good that they would consider that. Where the heck is this guy? You guys aren't him? Ah, there he is. God, I hope I'm going the right way. There they are. No, you don't. I will save you. Yeah, as long as you just tap the R button, she'll be saved in most cases. That kind of sucked, though. I got hit through the door, and by the time I got back in, he was already running off with her. Couldn't do a lot about that. Luckily, though, we managed to come back, save her in time. Maybe I should have... No, I shouldn't have killed those smoke spider dudes. I don't think I would have had enough time to, considering they were already in the process of, you know, taking her down the pool. The pool of shadows would have been bad. Nope. Not letting that happen, mister. But yeah, another thing is that they all have wings, I think. At least most of them have wings. They have the ability to, you know, fly around. Which is pretty nasty, especially if you're in an area like this. This is one of the worst places for that, too. Because, you know, you kind of have to run along all these stairways, and they can just kind of fly immediately to their portal, so... Yeah, best thing to do to avoid that is just don't let Yorda get caught, really. Because if you do, you'll be in some deep dookie. Some pretty deep dookie right now. 3 guys at once. Two of them are big muscular guys, so we gotta be careful here. Because if you get hit by these dudes, they, I believe that they knock you down for a pretty long time. Oh my god, they just keep coming. This is the last batch of them. Come on. Oh my god. When will it end? I do remember this being one of the more lengthened areas in the game where you have to fight these guys, but not quite this long. This is pretty stinking long. Maybe it's because I actually used that same trick I used in the last room and I just ran straight to the exit. I think that's why. Yeah, that's probably why. There we go. I'm hoping that's the last of you. It's not going away. Alright, let's run. I think running is a good idea. Here they come. Okay. You know what? Goodbye. Alright, so I guess we've gotten two pretty decent plot points in both games, Shadow of the Colossus and Ico. Shadow of the Colossus, really most of the story comes at the beginning and the end of the game, and I guess a little bit right in the middle. I would say that there's a little bit more substance in Ico's story, just a little bit more conflict. I guess they introduce the antagonist right then and there, which I like. So I don't know. I hope these 4 videos have given you a decent idea of, you know, just kind of the way that Team Ico's games are. And if you're not familiar with them, then, and if you have a PS3 as well, definitely pick this up, because it is an amazing collection. These are 2 incredible games. You know, if you have a PS2, pick them up. Even if you have the PS2 versions, you know, there are a few pretty good reasons to pick up the collection. You know, aside from just graphical enhancements. Like, just the extra features of Ico. And maybe that isn't enough for you, but personally I kind of like it anyways. What are you doing, Yorda? Alright, whatever. thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed this little series of videos. That's gonna be it for me for these. I may stream this collection at some point, you know, whenever I decide to play it. If I want to do some streaming, I might do that, but either way, yeah, so this has been the Team Ico collection first impressions, you know, just the first, I guess, hour and a half, 2 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.